Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you get the day off after the 4th of July, and welcome into the Auburn Doubledays pregame show brought to you by Cayuga Community College. The skies don't look great right now. There's a reason that I had to pop my sunglasses up on top of my head, but as of right now, there's baseball that's going to happen at 7 o'clock. This is game 2 of a 4-game set between the Auburn Doubledays and the Batavia Muck Dogs. And last night, it was a tough game for Auburn. They lose 3-2, and it was untimely hitting for Auburn. They did get runners on, they just couldn't drive them in. And the 9th inning was pretty indicative of that. The tying run was on base. It was JT Arruda, and we'll get to him in a sec because I actually had a chance to catch up with him on this pregame show. But he had a 3-hit day. He was on base in the 9th, and there were just back-to-back strikeouts to end the game that didn't really go the way of the Doubledays. Yeah, there were some questionable calls, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, c'est la vie. And Rocket Wheeler, before the game, I was just talking to him. He said, listen, we have to figure this out right now. This is a really big series. Even yesterday, he was saying that this is a huge series with the Batavia Muck Dogs. Coming in yesterday, Batavia was first in the Pygmy division. We were 5th. The difference between 1 and 5, 2 games. That's tiny, and this can be a division-altering series right now. Last night, it didn't go well, 3-2 the loss, but tonight, a chance to rebound. And recapping last night's game, I spoke to the 3-hit guy himself, JT Arruda. Here with JT Arruda, and JT had a 3-hit day yesterday, your first 3-hit day as an Auburn Doubleday. What was going well yesterday that maybe wasn't necessarily going your way in games prior?
I think it was just sticking to my approach a little bit more, knowing who I am as a hitter and doing what the pitcher gives me. He's pitching away, so we tried to go opposite field, and it ended up working.
And I know Mark Harris, our hitting coach, in your first 2 rounds of BP, every day he has you guys working middle of the field, opposite field. And your first 2 hits yesterday were to the left side, and you being a lefty, that's the opposite field. And then your 3rd hit went right up the middle. So you're kind of making Harry proud with those. Is that something that you work on day in and day out?
Yeah, it's something we preach here with the Nationals organization. I mean, the pitchers are gonna pitch away until you can prove that you can hit it that way. So with their fastballs, they're not gonna try to flirt inside with guys that can hit it over the fence, not myself, but other guys. So they're peppering outside, and that's kind of what we preach every day in BP.
You were an All-Mountain West performer this year at Fresno State. You were taken in the 11th round. In your first 2 weeks of pro baseball, I mean, what's the biggest difference between pro ball and actually being under the NCAA and the Division I, I guess, empire that it is?
Yeah, I think it's just it's a lot more depth on the pitching side, and obviously guys here can hit, everybody can. Yeah, I think you're just facing mostly Friday, Saturday guys in NCAA. You're seeing that every day. Every single pitcher can pitch at that level, so it's a lot more depth, and it's a change, but it's exciting.
And one of your Fresno State teammates is joining you here, Davis Moore, and the guy's got a killer mustache. I want you to rate that thing 1 to 10.
Yeah, it's a 10 every day.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 10. He's put a lot of hard work into it, and I love it, and he gets out there and he competes, and it fits him.
So I know that he's gone with some other facial hairstyles too. He was going full beard, he went goatee, and now it's just mustache. Is the mustache the best look for him, or did you like, you know, maybe just the goatee, you know, not anything on the cheeks?
You know what, for college we weren't allowed to have anything on the cheeks, so he's always been a goatee guy. But I like the mustache personally. He's gritty, and that just fits him. I love it.
That's JT Arruda. Cool. Thanks to JT for taking the time to talk with us tonight. Tonight it'll be the 18-year-old Pedro Gonzalez who gets the ball for Auburn. He's been good. His ERA, not necessarily a number that you'd write home about, but that's not indicative of the way his starts have gone. Keep in mind, this guy is just 18 years old. The Panamanian righty has been great. He's showcased the stuff, and there's a reason the Nationals organization is so high on him and has him in short season A-ball as just an 18-year-old. We've got a couple new guys. We've got 3 new rehabbers that will start. They hit 1, 2, and 3 in tonight's order. It starts with Zach Collier, and then it goes to David Masters, and then Ryan Ward after that. But we got 2 new arms coming as well, including our first rounder. Jackson Rutledge will be in an Auburn Doubledays uniform, as well as 7th rounder at LSU, Todd Peterson. And if you remember a certain video, he can hit bombs too. You saw it last year when he pinch hit and hit a double in the SEC tournament. But for now, it's Pedro Gonzalez getting the ball. tune in to fingerlegs1.com. Myself, alongside JD Rachi, we will bring you the radio call starting at 7 o'clock at a 6:50 radio pregame. And thank you for watching. We'll talk to you postgame. But for now, this was the Auburn Doubledays pregame show brought to you by Cayuga Community College.